Truth About Social Media, episode 16, Artificial Intelligence, Real Estate Agents and Psychologists. Very good reason that I'm talking about real estate agents. I was on LinkedIn the other night. There was an article written by a real estate agent, funnily enough, and the headline was something along the lines is, will technology replace real estate agents? I thought, oh, I've got to read this. Anyway, so I've clicked on it, gone across, and the first thing at the top of it says, he opens with, short answer is no. And his whole premise behind it was that there's two questions that people always want to know, and that's what's the market actually doing at the moment and what price is my house worth. I've got a mate of mine who's a real estate agent. He's actually created a course, it's a course I suppose, and an online system where you can sell your home yourself, save yourself thousands and thousands of dollars. And as he says, no one undersells the house anymore, lists their price house too cheap, because there's this thing called realestate.com.au, and you can go on there and see all the recent house prices, what's going on, and you can quickly tell what's moving in the market and what's not. So old mate's theory of he wasn't going to get replaced by technology because of those two questions is just an utter joke to start off with. And the other thing which you hadn't even taken into consideration is artificial intelligence. Now, if you think artificial intelligence is not going to affect your business anytime soon, by the end of this video, you won't be thinking that way anymore, I guarantee you. Okay, so can a real estate agent be replaced by artificial intelligence? I'll let you make the decision. Let me tell you a story about artificial intelligence called Ellie. Ellie is used by the US Marines or some of the US forces, okay? She is a psychologist, and she's treating soldiers coming back from war with PTSD. They are getting better results, or Ellie's getting better results than human psychologist does, because there's no emotion, there's no judging. As much as when you go and see a psychologist, they say, oh, I'm not going to judge you. Humans have emotions, they judge. We make judgments all the time. You made a judgment straight at the start of this video, whether you're going to listen to it or not. We're continually making judgments. So she's already doing a better job than a human is. Artificial intelligence already, as a psychologist, treating PTSD. So do you think that they can make a artificial intelligence to sell a house? Leave me alone. Of course they can. Alright, so it's predicted. Again, if you haven't read this book, Bold, you need to get a copy of it. There's a guy in here that does these calculations, works out these different things with different algorithms. He says by 2029, and we're only talking 12 short years away, trust me, it's not 12 short years away before this is going to affect you, that artificial intelligence will be able to do everything better than humans. Okay, so you need to start looking at this now. Actually, I want to read you a short section out of this book because it's highly relevant. If you're not looking at what's coming in the next 2 to 5 years, what your business is going to be up against, if you're not looking at it now, identifying it now, you're toast. You're in some serious trouble if you're not looking. The days when we used to do the same thing for 10 years are gone. We've hit what's called an exponential growth curve all of a sudden. They're saying, I think it was something like 2020 something, I was reading the other day, a kid will be able to buy a computer that has the same computing power as the entire human race. That'll be, anyone can walk in and buy that off the shelf, Harvey Norman's, wherever it may be. Now let me read this to you. It's the ability to see ahead that truly sets each of these men apart, says Locke. Data shows that companies consistently fail when they rest on their laurels. And if you read this book, you read about what happened with Kodak. Kodak went broke, and old mate actually told them, you need to get on this digital thing, and they said, no, we don't need to. And they went broke, and they basically got run out of business by Instagram because they didn't identify what was coming in the next 2 to 5 years. The data shows that companies consistently fail when they rest on their laurels and think that what worked yesterday will work today and or tomorrow. Great leaders all have the ability to see farther and have the confidence to drag their organisation towards that vision. That is your job as a business owner these days, is to be able to see what's coming, drag your company towards it, not sit waiting for it to run you out of business first. I'm going to give you a couple more examples of how AI is currently being used. And one I actually shared on my page the other day. It was a platform called Need.is. What that does is you can go and use that. I haven't used it yet, so don't say, Bean told me to go run across and use it, so I'm going to go and use it. But it is artificial intelligence in the fact that you can go there and it will write Facebook posts for you, it will target your audience for you, it will run Facebook ads for you at a fraction of the cost. I think they said for the service that the AI provides is about $100 a month they charge. They said an ad agency will charge you close to $3,000 a month. I'm going to go and buy what they said. I don't know if that's exactly right or not, but I mean, even if a fifth of that was true, that's a big saving, all right? Run a hell of a lot more ads. But you got to compare apples with apples, so you'd have to really test it and see what happens. I'm going to do some testing on it at some stage just to see how good it is and how well it actually performs. Another one is called the grid.io. Grid.io for about $97 a year US. Again, is artificial intelligence. You can talk to it and it will build you a website. Okay, so there's two examples of it running right now. Third one is a bot called ManyChat. If you go back to episode 1, I've got a post there and you type the word focus in the comments and then the bot takes over and it will converse backwards and forwards with you. If you want to go and have a look at that and see how that works. Another form of artificial intelligence. It is coming. It is happening already. There's not a matter of if it's going to affect your business. It is a matter of when and how quickly. No good trying to bury your head in the sand like old mate going, oh no, it's never going to replace me. It is going to replace a lot of things. You need to start looking at it now and seeing how you can use it, how you can leverage it, and how you can stay in front of that exponential curve so that you don't actually get left behind. All right, that's probably enough for you to think about tonight. It's Friday night. Sorry to drop that one on you on a Friday night. But as I say, if you're not on top of it, you either ride the wave, keep out in front of it, or you end up the wave's going to dump on top of you and crush you, smash you into the sand.
One of the most common mistakes people make with their posts, give us like 3 to 5 your worst nightmares.
Dead simple, straight up, talk about themselves. I just did this, I just fed the cat, I just posted a photo, I just posted a video. No one cares less about what you did, not even your mum, okay?
And the average consumer is damn lazy. They don't want to work for the information. They want it to be fed to them. And these devices feed it to them. I mean, everybody's got a phone coming out of their body now. It's a body part.
All these automated get 10,000 followers garbage. Forget all that stuff. Anyone starts sprouting that, run as fast as you can. People, because it's free, or people see it as free, they tend to post everything in the hope that someone will click on it, watch it, read it, go over there. If you had to actually pay for it, and I wish they would make every post that you had to put up someone had to pay for, people would think twice about what they had to do, whether that anyone would actually read it or take any notice of it. And a big tip here is, if you're not sure whether you should post it or not, you probably shouldn't, and have a look at it from not your own eyes, as in this is my bit of stuff, I'm going to post it out and see who likes it. Read it and go, would I actually post that? If someone else posted that, would I read that myself? Will I click on it myself? Would I take any notice of it? And if the answer is no, go back and redo it.